Hello geometry students. This is a video lesson of the warm-up on the sum of the interior angles of a triangle that involve quadratics. So the first step here is the angles in a triangle add up to 180. So I'm going to say 5x squared minus 20 plus x squared plus 1 plus 2x squared plus 127 is 180 degrees. Now I'm going to add all the x's together. I'll get 8x squared. Now I'm going to add all the numbers together, and I'm going to use my calculator. So negative 20 plus 1 plus 127 adds up to 108, and that's equal to 180 degrees. I'm going to subtract 108 from both sides, and we'll get 8x squared is 72. You're going to want to divide by 8. So you get x squared is equal to 9. So x is plus or minus the square root of 9, which makes x plus or minus 3. Now to find the values of A, B, and C, angle A is 5 times 3 squared minus 20. Angle B is 3 squared plus 1. And angle C is 2 times 3 squared plus 127. So now I'm going to show you how to do this on your Desmo Scientific Calculator. So angle A is 5 times 3 squared minus 20, which gives me 25. Angle B is 3 squared plus 1, which is 10. And angle C is 2 times 3 squared plus 127, which is 133. Looks like I forgot to type in the square, so let me retype that. 2 times 3 squared plus 127. So angle C is 145 degrees. So angle A was 25 degrees. Angle B was 10 degrees. And angle C is 145 degrees. Since 145 degrees is an obtuse angle, this is an obtuse triangle. Let's take a look at problem number 2 from the warm-up. Again, the angles in a triangle add up to 180. So x squared minus 8x minus 9 plus 13x plus 165 is equal to 180 degrees. So we're going to get x squared. When I combine the x's, I get plus 5x. And 165 take away 9 on my calculator is 156. So in algebra, what we did is we set this equation equal to 0. Doing this math, I get x squared plus 5x. 156 minus 180, I'm using my calculator, is negative 24. And then what we wanted to do here is we need to find numbers that multiply to negative 24, and they need to add to 5. So numbers that multiply to 24 are 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. Now one of these has to be negative, and then they need to add to 5. If I look at this pair that I highlighted in pink, if I make the 8 positive and the negative 3, or the 3 negative, those two numbers add up to 5 and multiply to negative 24. So then this problem factors into x minus 3 times x plus 8, and that's equal to 0. We'll set each piece equal to 0. Then we'll add 3 to both sides, so x is equal to 3. And we'll subtract 8 on the other problem, so x is equal to -8. Now remember, angles must be positive. So if I were to look at this x being 3, and I were to plug it in for angle B, -8 times 3 minus 9 will give me a -33. But angles must be positive. So what this tells me is the only answer to this problem to give me positive angles will be x equals -8, and let's check it. So angle A is -8 squared. When I type this into the Desmos calculator, make sure you use parentheses. Notice you'll get 64. Angle B is -8 times -8, take away 9. Doing that, so -8 times -8 minus 9 gives me angle B is 55 degrees. And then angle C is 13 times -8 plus 165. So 13 times -8 plus 165 gives me 61 degrees. To check it, if I were to add up those angles, I do get 180. And then all the angles are acute, so this is an acute triangle.